It is NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams. Should be a terrific game here tonight. From Bankers Life Fieldhouse, tonight it's the Indiana Pacers getting set to match up with the Los Angeles Lakers. The opening tip won by the Pacers as we get underway in downtown Indianapolis. Jay, sum it up. Why was Victor Oladipo the most improved last year?
Because he was no longer Robin. Victor Oladipo has become Batman, and he attacks the game the same way Russell Westbrook does. That short stint at OKC taught Victor Oladipo how to compete 24/7.
Danny Green to James. To Cousins. Almost unlucky bounce.
But you can't just be a one-dimensional player. I know you're probably frustrated by me even saying that, but when you don't even give the option to pass the ball by utilizing some head fakes or ball fakes here and there, you save the defender by keeping them on their toes with the element of surprise.
LeBron James with the rock. To Davis. Danny Green. Yes, and the foul, and a chance at three coming up.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
LeBron James trying to cash in on the three-point play. For his career, 73%. The free throw is good. It's back to a one-point game. Oladipo into the front court. A minute gone by here in the opening quarter. Brogdon to Turner. Oh, great pass. Setting up the basket.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays, no one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Here comes the screen. James. They get it to Kuzma down low. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
Hey, look. Pretty dudes can mix it up once in a while, too, I guess.
Oladipo into the front court. His team up by one. Here comes the screen. Oladipo to Brogdon. Nothing going here on that drive. Trying to cash in. Brogdon can't connect. Across the timeline comes James. Down a point. To Kyle Kuzma. Driving right to the basket. And he's fouled. Davis going to the line for two.
It's still early, so no real impact on that call. But you know that they're going to call this one tight, so you might want to keep your hands out of his pocket.
Anthony Davis. Couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 79% at the line. Knocks down the first. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Oladipo into the front court. Down by one. Has a chance. Sabonis can't connect.
And that's how you close out on a shooter with a sense of urgency. The shooter was more worried about his landing space than he was the shot.
Davis to James. And he's fouled. Very close. free throws coming up.
There's a very fine line between maximum effort and carelessness. I'm willing to live with a few mistakes and maximal effort than having to constantly remind my players to close out.
And hits the first free throw. And he makes them both. Jay, no question, the Pacers were the surprise of the NBA last year. What are your expectations for them now?
Top 4 seed in the Eastern Conference, and it all starts with Victor Oladipo. Last year, he was the guy, but this year, he needs to become the man.
To Brogdon. Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. Short jumper won't fall.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jumper.
LeBron James. He's got 2 shots coming. He's perfect from the line so far. First free throw is good. Two for 2 on that trip. Oladipo into the front court. Down 5. Oh, good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal. And he's going to the line to shoot.
Hey, look, sometimes you need to feel out your opponent. Let them know you're there. I'm okay with that early foul.
LeBron James at the line for 2 shots. Hasn't missed yet. First try at the line, no good. Knocks down the second after missing the first. Now the Pacers going to use a timeout as they'll go over some tactics now in this first quarter of play. Oladipo to Turner. And he's fouled. Couple of free throws coming up, Jay.
Guys like Gary Payton would always take ones early like this all the time. Number 1, to see if they'll get caught. And number 2, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
Goes 2 for 2 at the line. LBJ has it. To Davis. From the painted area, won't go down. Nice follow-up on the dunk there. AD, is he a new age big?
Easy answer is yes. He is Mr. Versatility. He can do everything on both the offensive and the defensive end. He can fight the post, battle for position. He can protect the rim. Plus, if you switch, he can guard guards on the perimeter. That's what you love about AD. You need something, he has an answer for you.
Down low to Cousins. Oh, with the foul. And a chance coming up at the line.
Yo, Ed, how's that saying go? Fool me once, you used up the free pass. You know how they're calling this one. Ease up on the aggressive plays on the ball.
DeMarcus Cousins, couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 73%. First one, count it. No good on the second. It's a 1-of-2 trip. Oladipo into the front court. Right now, down 7. The pass taken away by the Lakers. LeBron James, defended by Warren. And he stepped out of bounds. Turns the ball over. Indiana with the basketball. Here comes the screen. Oladipo to Turner. No good, and no foul.
Yo, big kudos to the defender. It seems like his mere presence in the paint was enough to make the offensive player miss the shot before he even got off the ground.
James to Kyle Kuzma. Jay, Magic and Kobe each won 5 titles. How are you going to judge LeBron James' legacy in L.A.?
LeBron James wins 1 championship in L.A. That means he will set himself apart. He will have won 4 championships in 3 different cities. Now, that is polarizing for some fans. That still does not take away from the overall greatness and the legacy of LeBron James.
First one goes down.
I get it right back to you.
Goes 2 for 2.
Way to hit, way to hit. Here we go.
Oh, if you're a fan, you love the will and the want. Kuz at the controls to Davis. Kuzma. And Cousins is fouled. Boogie going to the line. He's going to shoot 2.
Everybody in the building understands he's been a known target. Looks like they're hacking early in this one.
DeMarcus Cousins has got 2 shots coming, shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. And he connects on the first free throw. And fails to hit them both. Hits the first, misses the second.
That's me. Stop, ball. Let's go. Play deep, play deep, play deep.
LeBron into the front court. Lead stands at 10. LeBron James, 2 for 2. That's what you want.
This offseason, I heard so many voices, even that of the great Shaquille O'Neal, talking about how LBJ needed to submit his own legacy. Well, for LeBron, it's not about chasing external accolades. It's about hunting your own legacy, and that's to be the greatest of all time.
Now ready with a couple of free throws.
Here's the truth. As long as you're using your legs and your body to stay in front of the offensive player, you won't get called for those. You keep reaching, though, it's going to be a long night.
And gets both to drop at the line. It's James controlling the offense. Here comes the screen. Stuffs it home, and you can make a case there was contact there.
It's not every day that you see a 6'9", 265-pound freight train coming down the lane. You probably want to step out of the way.
To McConnell. Gets it in the right corner. To Turner. Big finish. full head of steam that time.
I was expecting the dish there, but way to fake that one and lay that one in.
James into the front court. His team leads it by 10. To Caldwell Pope. Curling inside. LeBron James. That's now 4. He hasn't missed.
And see, this is simple. This is where the PG pulls the bigs over to the side and says, we can't allow that to happen. You need to be an enforcer down low.
Here comes the screen. LeBron James sends it away.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Hey, check up. Let's go.
To James. And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. The result, he's going to the line.
You see this all the time. The defensive players establishing his presence on the court and also checking to see how far the refs are going to let him go.
LeBron James at the line for 2 shots. Tonight, he's shooting 88% from the line. Off the mark on the first free throw. Missed the second. 0 for 2. To McConnell. Shot clock coming down to 4. Down to 3. Lets it fly from long range. And the rebound taken by Caldwell Pope. Jay, last year the Lakers 35-47. What impact, obviously, will LeBron James have on this Lakers team and their record?
There's no doubt that I think the Lakers will get over 35 wins. Will they get over 50, though, is the major question. I don't see that happening, considering last year only 2 teams in the West, Golden State and Houston, had over 50 wins.
Split the D there, but he can't get it to drop. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
When things click, they click. That's good offense right there.
LeBron with it up top. Lead is 12. Oh, nice find for the basket.
As a player, there's nothing better than coming out in the first quarter and playing exactly the same way you played the last couple of days of practice. You're moving the ball, you're capitalizing on mistakes, and you really built a nice lead.
Turner. Here comes the screen. Going to launch beyond the arc. And the rebound taken down by the Lakers. Los Angeles, they have it to James. Down for McGee. And counted at the rim.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
The Pacers with 4 to shoot. To McConnell. Has a look. Deep 2 there. Won't go. LeBron into the front court. His guys holding the big lead. Fires the 3. Not that time. He missed it. He'll go to the foul line to shoot.
It's still early, so no real impact on that call. But you know that they're going to call this one tight, so you might want to keep your hands out of his pocket.
Jeremy Lamb, a couple of free throws on the way. A career 83% free throw shooter. Nope, first one does not go. Second one's good. Splits the pair. LBJ with it. To Danny Green. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
Whew, I don't think anyone saw this one coming, but it looks like they're trying to send a message. Look into their eyes. They're laser focused. They're playing as if this game is tied.
Here comes the screen. McConnell. And they called the foul. Jay, he was there too late.
Now here's your chance to make them pay for making you the target of hacking. Well, actually, your free throw shooting made you a target, but you can still fix that.
Knocks down the first.
Good shot, Money. Good shot, Money.
Second one off the mark. He goes 1 for 2. Across the timeline comes James. His guys hold a commanding lead. Whistled for the foul. Chance coming up at the free throw line.
Okay, hacking does still exist. Might be setting the tone for the second half here.
First try, no good. Off the mark. 0 for 2 at the line. Here comes the screen. Lamb in a matchup with Boogie. Five to shoot for Indiana. Trying to cash in. The jumper's off the mark. Caldwell Pope to James. Missed it. How'd that not go down?
Yo, big kudos to the defender. It seems like the mere presence of him in the paint was enough to throw off the concentration of the guy trying to drop the layup in.
Aaron Holiday at the line. And hits the first free throw. Able to convert on both free throws. It's James controlling the offense. Off the assist.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Drive to the basket, but the shot won't go. The quarter comes to an end with the Lakers in command. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. LBJ. McGee powers it through. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
To Brogdon. Nothing going here on that drive. Brogdon gets it in the left corner. Can't connect. Defense did its job that time.
And this happens all the time in this league. Sometimes offensively, you're tired. It's one of those type of nights. You combine that with the fact that the defense is hungry and active and contesting everything, that's why shots aren't dropping.
Got ball, that's me.
The Pacers with 4 to shoot. Has a chance, gets a look, can't hit.
And you hate to say this, but this is the reality of the matter. Sometimes it takes guys a little while to warm up into the game. Seems like they finally found their rhythm in the second quarter.
To Danny Green. Here's James with a chance. Knocks it down from mid-range.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Pacers with the possession. Brogdon. Give him 2 points. High percentage.
And whether you're moving north or south or east or west, you got to be able to keep pace of the ball carrier and most importantly, stay in his chest. That's on the defender. It's way too early to be fatigued.
With a drop step. Using the post to his advantage there and the finish at the rim.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
Calls out of bounds. Last touch by LeBron James. It remains Pacers basketball. To McConnell. Brogdon. With a drop step. With the basket after a nice drop step.
So many times you can tell if a player is going to finish before he even gets to the rim. Did you see that look on his face? That was a look of a three-point play. You always going in thinking you can get more at the rim.
Kuzma to James. From the painted area, won't go down. Short jumper misses. LeBron into the front court. He'll run the offense. To Kyle Kuzma. Davis to James. Nothing going here on that drive. Kyle Kuzma, textbook defense. Brogdon to McConnell. Add 2 points to the board.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Lakers ball. James to Davis. Kuzma guarded by T.J. Warren. James to Kyle Kuzma for 3. Good contest. Made it tough for Kuzma. McConnell to Brogdon. Five to shoot for Indiana. And the rebound taken in by Davis. To James. Short jumper stays out. Brogdon to McConnell. Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
James into the front court. His guys leading by 14. Danny Green to James. Nice pass to set things up.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, That's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Looks like both teams are making substitutions. It's LeBron with the rebound. Deep left corner. Danny Green to James. Here comes the screen. Davis. Kicks it around the perimeter to Davis. And he's fouled. Nice move that time, and he's going to the line for two.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
First free throw is good. Can't connect on the second, and he splits the pair. To Brogdon. Here comes the screen. The Pacers with 4 to shoot. To Brogdon. Fires the three. Won't go for Brogdon. Had a hand in his face.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
To James. Down low for Kuzma. And he finishes at the rim.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Turner goes to the left side. Has a look. And he buries it.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
LeBron with it up top. Looking to make something happen. To Danny Green. Kuzma to James. Trying to cash in. And scores on the step back. Unguardable, Jay.
Man, if we were at Rucker Park right now, everybody would be wilding on the court. Guaranteed.
To Brogdon. Screen coming. Brogdon. For three. And the Lakers clear. Here comes the screen. Kuzma driving, but a shot won't go.
And you see so many players quit on the play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
James to Davis. Kuzma to James. Oh, he had him there for a second. Stuffs it down with authority. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Lamb sizing up Cousins. Nothing going here on that drive. From the outside, no good.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off baskets.
Nice follow-up on the dunk there.
Like my old coach used to say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. It's way too easy. Just keep attacking. It's easy money.
To Brogdon. Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. Brogdon. And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. Free throws coming up. Aaron Holiday. He's got 2 shots coming. He's perfect from the line so far. First one, count it. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. LeBron into the front court. His guys holding the big lead. Kuzma to James. Kuzma to James. Shot from in close, no good. Knocked loose. Lakers come up with it.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
To Turner. Here comes the screen. And now he's going to shoot a few more as he's fouled going up for it.
Ed, as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
First one goes down. So he hits the first, misses the second. Across the timeline comes James. His guys hold a commanding lead. To Cousins. Won't go down. It's Indiana basketball. JaVale McGee. Huge block.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
James to Danny Green. Cousins to James. Able to convert inside. Jay, what makes LeBron so special on the offensive end?
Well, first and foremost, look at that frame. 6'9", 265 pounds with the agilities of a guard. He can blow by you. If he dips that shoulder, there's no way. There is nobody in the NBA that can guard that man one-on-one.
James. Rises for the slam.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Knocked loose. Lakers have it.
When you're outmatched talent-wise, you cannot get outworked. Get that ball back.
And the finish at the rim.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
James. Shot off the mark. Good defense. Deep three at the buzzer. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to Orlando where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
one is Jalen Rose, and I've got your EA Sports halftime report. The Lakers certainly didn't have a problem putting up points in the opening half, and the offensive glass was their domain. They scored plenty of second chance points, asserting themselves in the paint. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Los Angeles Lakers. The Pacers did a lot of things wrong in that opening half. There isn't enough time to get into all of their problems, but I'll tell you this, they need to try to get better. These are the guys getting buckets for the Indiana Pacers.
Game track. Second chance points. Player of the half.
LeBron James really showed off his court vision in the first half. When he's able to get the ball moving like that, his team can be tough to stop.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in that first half. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
Fellas, back to you.
First half, very one-sided. What will the second half bring? We'll find out as we're underway. Lakers at the controls right now. James to Danny Green. Probing the defense. Danny Green to James. Nice finish at the rim.
It has been. The passing has been great, but the precision of the passing has been next level. Every pass has been delivered right in the pocket, ready for the player to either shoot or dunk the ball.
Brogdon. Using the post to his advantage there and the finish at the rim. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Kuzma, defended by Warren. To James. Kuzma. 5 to shoot for Los Angeles. Has a chance? Almost, but no good. And the nice finish at the rim.
Might have had an extra dribble or 2 there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Los Angeles has the basketball. To Kyle Kuzma. Takes stock of the floor. James to Kyle Kuzma. Gets it in the right corner. To Kyle Kuzma. Has a look. No good. No daylight. Great defense. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
Old school equals high percentage.
LeBron into the front court. He'll run the offense. JaVale McGee to Kyle Kuzma. To James. Lakers down to 4 on the shot clock. Chance here for LeBron with the step back.
Man, he's got the defender out there tap dancing like that on national TV. That's not a good sign.
To Turner. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down. Here on their home floor, they're chipping away.
I mean, does this crowd have a pulse? Are they even alive? Sometimes when you make a play like that, your crowd needs to get you back in this ball game.
To Danny Green. Now ready to shoot at the line.
I can't believe I'm about to say this about an NBA team because this is what I say to my grammar school team. But just because a team is down on the scoreboard doesn't mean you stop playing hard and smart. You really have nothing to lose but really good habits to gain.
Misses the first. Oh, he missed them both. Oladipo into the front court. His guys down big. To Turner. Short jumper won't fall. Los Angeles, they have it. James. Davis. Short jumper off the mark. Oladipo into the front court. Down a bundle. Victor Oladipo with the slam.
I see the easy dunk, but what I don't see is energy. Scream, do something. Get yourself emotionally involved in the game.
Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. Brogdon. To Oladipo. Wide open look, won't go. Warren, defended by Cousins. To Oladipo. Not that time.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
Oh, too much contact. Free throws on the way.
Ed and I want to go home too, but fouls like that only stop the clock for all of us.
Kyle Kuzma at the line for 2 shots. Shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. And he connects on the first free throw. No back-to-back free throws here. He missed the second. Pacers control. Oladipo to Brogdon. Screen coming.
Big screen right there, big screen.
Danny Green to James. The drive, right to the basket. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The refs bit, and that's the game.
Kyle Kuzma at the line for a chance at a three-point play. Shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. Missed the foul shot. Oladipo into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Screen coming. Brogdon to Turner. DeMarcus Cousins pins it.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Shot by Warren, no good.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
Indiana with the basketball. Surveys the floor. Brogdon to Turner. Knocked loose. Lakers come up with it. James to Davis. They work it down to Cousins. Around the perimeter to James. Davis. Won't go down. Defender's lucky he wasn't called. Oladipo to Turner. 5 to shoot for Indiana. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Not going down here. LeBron James with the rock. Over to the right side. Sizing up the defense to James. From the outside, no good.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jumper.
Reset here. Let's see what they do. Oladipo to Brogdon. The Pacers with 4 to shoot. That's a 24-second violation. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. James to Caldwell Pope. Kentavious Caldwell Pope. Not a busy night, but effective. 2 for 2.
And I love when people are saying, well, he's not an exciting player. I don't need him to be exciting. I need him to be fundamentally sound.
LBJ has it. McGee powers it through. Now a whistle, and Indiana is going to use a timeout as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this third quarter. Oladipo. It goes down.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
It's James controlling the offense to Davis. Probing the defense to James. 5 to shoot for Los Angeles. Ball's tied up. Neither player wants to give it up. They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor. And the Lakers have the rebound. To James. It's rebounded by Indiana. Pacers with the possession to Oladipo. probing the defense. Nothing going here on that drive. And the Lakers able to grab the rebound. James into the front court. His guys holding the big lead. To Davis. He's going to the free throw line to shoot.
I don't know, Ed. Maybe there's a long-term play here. But next game, we're going to be aggressive early. Maybe.
Anthony Davis. Couple of free throws on the way. Hasn't missed yet. Oops, he missed the first one. No good on the first, no good on the second. 0 for 2. To Oladipo.
Catch up, baby. Come on, you gotta work around the screen. You killing me.
Wow, look at him dive for the loose ball. Not giving up on that play. The result, a tie-up. Substitution being made in this one. To James. And scores.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
That's no good. LeBron with it up top. His guys hold a commanding lead. Nothing going here on that drive. To Caldwell Pope. Davis. From long range. That's off the side of the rim. No good. To McConnell. Can't connect from inside. James. To Davis. Lakers down to 4 on the shot clock. Here's James. Deep 2 there. Won't go. It was right there. To Davis. James. Beyond the arc for 3. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
And the basket good at the rim.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
My ball. That's me. My ball.
Deep 3 at the buzzer. 3 quarters down. So far, it's been all Lakers. It's Lakers ball as we start the 4th quarter. You figured they certainly had the advantage coming into this one. Jay, that's how it's played out.
On paper, this wasn't set up to be much of a contest. If the crowd could have gotten into it early, Maybe. But sometimes a team is so good that you never had a chance to even start.
It's Sabonis with the rebound. To Turner. Knocked loose. Lakers have it.
I'm looking at the bench right now, and the coach is saying, keep pushing it, keep going.
And flushes it down. No stopping AD here.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
No good. Defense catching a break there. Lakers ball.
I got mine, John. Get yours. I got mine.
Takes stock of the floor to Davis. And a throwdown. Jay, that's been the story this evening.
I mean, another one? Another dunk? Another easy possession? I mean, how demoralizing can this be for the team? Why am I the only one yelling? I don't see anybody on the bench yelling. I don't see anybody on the court even angry right now.
Here comes the screen. Plenty of contact. The shot no good. McConnell. Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
And did you see the lift on the shot? Did you see the ball release off the hand? To be able to have the concentration to finish with such a feathery touch in the midst of contact, that's something special to watch.
To James. Nothing going here on that drive. Gets it in the right corner. James. Caldwell Pope. Nobody even close. Count the basket for Caldwell Pope.
Yeah, and what we're seeing is a brilliant offensive display. You have ball movement, player movement, and great shooting to top it off. You get those 3 things going, you're going to be a dynamic offensive unit.
And he's fouled. A trip to the line coming up.
Okay, now we're on the home stretch, and you got a big lead. Don't let your opponent back in this game by giving up extra possessions.
Aaron Holiday. He's got 2 shots coming. He's perfect from the line so far. Can't connect on the first free throw. Good bounce back. Hits the second. It's a 1 of 2 trip. LeBron into the front court. He'll run the offense. Nothing going here on that drive.
Got him. Good track, good track.
Short jumper misses.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Hey, lock up, lock up.
Gotta come through, gotta come through.
Caldwell Pope to James. Terrific vision. It's a big finish.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. DeMarcus Cousins snatching it out of the air.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
LBJ with it. To Caldwell Pope. James. To Caldwell Pope. Shot clock winding down. Caldwell Pope to Danny Green. Trying to cash in. Can't connect.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
And he'll head to the line.
Just because a team's winning doesn't mean the refs are going to put away the whistle. Play right all the way through.
Jeremy Lamb at the line for 2 shots, shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. Knocks down the first. And he makes them both. Across the timeline comes James. They're looking to make something happen. Kuzma to James. To Danny Green. Strong finish that time for Danny Green. Gotta love the rim rockers.
Gotta be careful, though. Don't hang on the rim too long. You might get a tee.
It's Indiana basketball. Screen coming. Lamb sizing up Cousins. Surveys the floor. To Turner. Shot from the lane won't go. Stuffs it down with authority.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat 5, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Screen coming.
I told you the screen was coming.
Great defense there, forcing the pickup. Knocked loose. Ah, rocking the rim.
You know, teams usually shoot higher percentages early in the shot clock. Plus, you take away the legs of the defense. You have to dictate the pace.
To Turner. From the painted area, won't go down. James to Danny Green.
Double. Switch.
5 to shoot for Los Angeles. Anthony Davis lets it go. Not today.
And you have to remember that your hand is part of the ball. There wasn't enough contact on that play for the refs to blow the whistle.
Me and you.
From the outside, no good.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Drive from the baseline, but it won't go down.
And that's next level defense. The defender took away the pocket space of the shooter. Now, as a shooter, they shoot hundreds of shots each and every day from that pocket with consistency. Now you force them to change the angle or the positioning of that pocket, you're going to lower the chances of them making that shot.
Driving right to the basket. Shot from in close, no good. Another shot stays out.
But you can't just be a one-dimensional player. I know you're probably frustrated by me even saying that, but when you don't even give the option to pass the ball by utilizing some head fakes or ball fakes here and there, you save the defender by keeping them on their toes with the element of surprise.
James to Danny Green. To James. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
And I'll never forget one of my first games playing as a rookie with the Bulls. I talked to Steve Nash, and Steve Nash always used to tell me, the more you come out and you get your teammates involved, the easier it will be for you to score down the stretch. Think about it. You come out, you get 7, 8 quick assists, then a ball fake on the next possession. He bit, easy layup.
I got ball. I got him.
Has a chance. Shot by Warren misses. James to Davis. Miles Turner able to recover with the block.
That kid can block out the sun, man.
To Turner. Knocked loose. Lakers come up with it. Kyle Kuzma, strong finish.
And that transition offense was flawless when guys fan out and actually fill the lanes with a sense of urgency. You heard me correctly, a sense of urgency. You will get a great shot every possession.
Here comes the screen. Anthony Davis rejects it.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Here's a chance from long range. T.J. Warren. He's going to get 3 shots here. Hasn't missed yet. First try at the line, no good. Second and 3, no good. And he goes 1 for 3 on this trip to the line. Lakers at the controls right now. Here comes the screen.
Screen coming left. Screen coming. Screen coming.
James gets it in the left corner.
Oh yeah, let's double. Track me. Yep.
To Davis.
Cut it.
A lot of contact. Shots no good and no foul.
And that's next level defense. The defender took away the pocket space of the shooter. Now, as a shooter, they shoot hundreds of shots each and every... Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. Oladipo against Cousins. And Davis there to grab the rebound.
And you knew this game had a chance to get out of hand pretty quickly because of the communication. When these guys stepped on the court, Ed, they were yapping.
The crossover gets inside, and the slam dunk. At this point, they're twisting in the wind.
Were you looking for a response from me? Because I don't really know what else there is to even say. I mean, is this even a game? I mean, we should just start packing up and getting ready to go right now.
Good. Off a spin.
Come on, somebody tell me when he added that to his arsenal.
LeBron into the front court. His guys holding the big lead. Danny Green to James. Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
Here we go. I got him.
Oladipo. Down to 5 on the 24 to Brogdon. Lets it fly from long range. Malcolm Brogdon is going to get a chance at 3 here. A career 87% from the line. And hits the first free throw. Hits the second. One more coming. Three for 3. Nice. James into the front court. His guys hold a commanding lead. To Danny Green. Kicks it outside. The drive right to the basket. Oh, straight down the middle, 4-2.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Pacers control. To Brogdon. To Oladipo. Five to shoot for Indiana. Malcolm Brogdon trying to convert the extra try. He's perfect from the line so far. Got it.
Good shot. Good shot.
The Pacers with 4 to shoot. Oladipo, not that time.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning an ankle on that landing.
Anthony Davis, guarded by T.J. Warren. To Danny Green. Davis. Here's LeBron for two. Not that time. Going to launch beyond the arc. Tough shot. The former second-rounder Brogdon continues to amaze. The Lakers get the victory as they win this one in very convincing fashion. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
The EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Lakers could not have been more dominant in this game. You ask me, and I'll tell you, it was the ball movement that made all the difference. There's something to be said for a team that can win as a group, and that's what happened here today. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Los Angeles Lakers. The Pacers are no longer suffering through what was a big-time blowout. My advice for these guys is not to watch any TV tonight because it's not going to help them forget about this game. Everyone is going to be talking about this one. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Indiana Pacers.
Game track. Defense.
The Los Angeles Lakers put under pressure defensively in this game. And in return, they put back some blocks and steals on the stat sheet. Not only that, they put a W in the win column. And that's everyone's favorite stat.
Player of the game. Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete. But even the best players have their off nights. Today was just one of those days for this guy. Here are the top 3 plays from the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
That does it for us. On behalf of the rest of the crew, good night.